Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to us finding the craziest Japanese builds here at Japfest TT Assen in Netherlands. My name is Shaun from Slam, and join me on this adventure, and let's go. Ladies and gentlemen, so our first destination is JT Performance. So there's some cool RX-7s here, cool R34s, but we're going to talk about a special RX-7 here. This one. This has a 4-rotor RX-7 motor, but how insane is that? Absolutely stunning. But a cool red color, definitely a Mazda RX-7 color. And when you think of RX-7s, I generally think of this red. But cool car, not over aggressive looking, but got that aggressive street stance. But it is a race car, and it's got beautiful 4-rotor and sounds absolutely stunning. We're going to try and get video of that today. But what do you guys think? 13B or 4-rotor? So we've come across something not the best built, but something that's a bit funky and fun. And what I love about car culture is we've got a Nissan Micra in a full Mario Kart theme. They've got Mario Karts on the bonnet, they've got the bomb in that on top, they've got little characters, but isn't this just funky? And then we got the dressed up characters too, the owners, the King of a High. So you can find them under Team Super Mario 1985. But this is the fun of car culture, and it doesn't have to be all serious, but showing your personality, and that is the personality. We've come across a very clean Mitsubishi Eclipse. Honestly, as you guys know, Fast and Furious, the green one, but this one in the red and that, very clean car, beautiful looking car. The back could maybe use some work, I'm not gonna lie, but the rest of it is very cool, and manual, all that, as Eclipse were. But just that front end, I don't know, it looks cute but intimidating at the same time. And I think these cars are actually very underrated, and you don't see many of them within Europe. We have got these two awesome Subaru builds. This is more like a Need for Speed street awesome build with Garrett turbo, painted engine bay, stuff like that. Got the trucker harnesses. Missing the rear seats, I didn't even notice that before. But a 2-door, beautiful looking car. Then next to it, we have, same model, but a 4-door, stripped out, track focused Subaru. They're street driven, don't get me wrong, but as you can see, fully more stripped out and track focused with a cage. This is Simon's car, but both these cars got awesome owners, and both beautiful cars. Got the same car in a sense, but 4-door and 2-door, but built very differently and very cool. What do you guys think? Which one would you take? The more track focused one, or more the street Need for Speed focused? Something a little different here. We got a Supra Mark III with a 1JZ built motor. This absolutely looks stunning. In the blue, and with a target top, this is quite a cool looking car, and it's got stitch in the back. But I do like the colour of this. It's quite cool. And then it's the top, the target top sitting in the boot here. It's really cool. Manual, that is even better. But engine bays, simple, not too far from overly modified, but pretty cool. But you guys know me and blue cars. I do like a good blue car. Okay, ladies and gentlemen, we got something a bit different. You know how in America they sell LS swap everything? So we got this Datsun with a K20 turbo swapped. It's fully done. This is built more as a track car and a fun car. Interior is a bit stripped, but quite standard to its basis. The bodywork itself, also quite standard. Not the most insane condition car, but it's cool. The amazing big exit side pipe, as you can see, and then the screamer pipe on top, but absolutely monster. And then one thing you'll see in this car, it's quite mid-mounted, because there is the steering rack, and the engine sits behind the steering rack. How cool is that? And it's got the old Japanese front fender mirrors. That is wicked. Ladies and gentlemen, we got something pretty cool. R32 GTR, and it's like brown with a gold speckle, quite a bit of a different but beautiful car with the work rims and that. This is an absolutely stunning car, and it's a proper GTR, and you can see the interior and that. It's quite stock, the Ricardo seats and that. I think maybe they came with those seats. I'm not too sure, you'll have to let me know. But it is an absolute beautiful car, and in the sun, as you can see, this is stunning. Look how this thing is lowered and on air suspension. It actually looks like an absolute animal, but it looks really, really cool. So here's something that's a bit of like a Barbie's car. We have got a Nissan Figaro. If you guys don't know, these were made in '95. They're not the 50s looking car that is. It is a 50s looking car, but it ain't made in the 50s. But this has got more modern seats and that in it. And if you don't know, the top comes up and down. Absolutely stunning car. And my wife would kill to have one in that color. We've got a very clean S14 Nissan Silvia. Manual, SR20 turbo. Yeah, this is a really cool car. And you don't find many of them in like a basic stock form, and this is. Unfortunately, it won't stay stock forever, but fortunately at the same time, the build they want to do is absolutely stunning. And we got Oscar here. Oh, bless you.
Ah, nou dat moet eruit.
Oh! Okay, next car we have is Oscar's Supra. That's just been recently finished. This has got to be so clean. The blue got redone, the rims got redone in a gloss. It looks so cool. And then with the yellow touches in the interior, the big wing, the NOS tanks that are not connected. And just looks absolutely stunning. So it's running at about 1 bar boost, I think it is, 500 horsepower, I could be wrong. But it is absolutely incredible now. Big single turbo, 2 chassis, VVTi. Ladies and gentlemen, that brings an end to this vlog. Very short. I showed you what I thought were the coolest cars around here. I'm sure there's many more out here, but to even get around here, and it's so hot, it's quite hard. But thank you very much for joining. Comment, what was your favorite? Until next time, we'll see you in Budapest.